Oh boy, February just keeps getting more intense, and this week is going to prove to be that. With so much going on, it is time for the midweek reset, so let's get ready to tarot. Welcome everybody, it's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for February 18th. All the way to February 24th. Wow. So we've got more energy shifting. We just had the new moon solar eclipse, the first one of the year, yesterday on the 17th. And that energy is going to be prevalent for quite a while. All right. And as of today, on the 18th, the sun moves into Pisces. So now we are out of Aquarius season and into Pisces season. So happy birthday, Pisces, for all of you Pisces. I got a special Pisces out there that's having a birthday too. And so when the sun moves into Pisces, it's moving out of an air sign into a water sign. Okay, so we're feeling more effects of this eclipse. We're moving more into an emotional state, maybe even releasing things this week. We don't have so much craziness going on. We've just got this solar eclipse hangover that we're going to be going through for most of the week, most of the rest of the month, actually. All right. On the 20th is the big one. This is one of the big aspects of the year. And that is, ooh, my chair popped. This is Saturn conjuncting Neptune in Aries. This is a big deal. It's a very big deal. So let's talk about that. This is happening February 20th, 21st, right around my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Jessica. I love you so much, my little Pisces. This is starting a new 36-year cycle, and it's occurring at 0 degrees Aries. 0 degrees Aries is a big deal in astrology. When I see anything acting, we call it the Aries point. And anytime I see anything activating that Aries point, that is a thrust out into the public. That energy for your personal makeup is thrust out into the public. It's a big deal, all right? And this is no exception either, okay? So the cosmic weather is starting off with this big conjunction between these two planets right at 0 degrees. Like I said, it starts a new 36-year cycle. And it's making dreams come true, making dreams real. I would call it at 0 degrees Aries, I would call it, this is the hallmark of the Great Reset. Because that's what this is. This is a reset point, all right? It's going to be a little murky at first, but it's definitely going to make an impact. And that solar eclipse is the start of it. You know, that's the hard part of it. And then we've kind of work our way through this as the months progress, all right? So personal development is on the table for this. Career and ambition, a lot of people are changing careers, they're moving up on the ladder, all of that. Actionable vision, stop daydreaming and make steps towards what you want. So for the signs, we're going to go through fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may be pushed into the public eye, requiring leadership and a bold new personal identity. All right. So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you might experience an emotional reset, focusing on mental health and internal restructuring. All right. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may be focusing on community, and particularly for Aquarius, a financial or values reset. So again, maybe resetting our finances. And for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, you may undergo a security check, reevaluating your career, your daily habits, or your finances. All right. So that's a big move that we're having. Not only that, this whole week, we're going to be in a waxing crescent phase. So again, we're gaining momentum. We're taking action. We're focusing on growth. And for some that are not prepared for it, it's gonna seem cage rattling. It's the tower moment, you know what I mean? But once the dust settles, we say, oh, Jesus, you know, we really needed this. So I hope that helps. So on the 24th, as we close out this midweek reset, we've got the first quarter. Now, the first quarter acts a little bit different when we just had an eclipse, all right? But it is, again, overcoming challenges, decisions, and actions. So even though there's not that much going on this week, there's enough to not call it a rest week. I'm not calling it a rest week. At first, when I was looking at all this energy, I'm like, oh, we got a rest week. And then I'm overlooking the Saturn and Neptune conjunction, and that's a big one. And you're going to find out that this, on more of a collective level, this is a big deal. You could already see that happening in everything that's going on around us. So pay attention, be prepared, focus on having faith that we are moving in the right direction, because we are. You just have to believe it. All right. So that's going to do it for the cosmic weather. So make sure you check out the freaking weekend Fridays at 10 a.m. for your vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, that's what we're working for, is the weekend. Also, live Thursdays at 7 p.m. Go check out the solar eclipse. That's still relevant. So go ahead and watch that from last Thursday. Also do a great guided meditation on that. It's fantastic. Okay. If you want a personal reading with me, go ahead and click the link in the description. In person or online, book yours now. Let's see how all this energy is going to affect you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the signs, starting with Aries. I love you all. Let's get moving. Aries, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading. This is going to be for February 18th all the way to February 24th. Woo! We got some great energy going on in your sign. Are you ready for this? Well, you say, Jeff, how can I be ready for it? Be open to the possibilities of the good aspects that could come out of this big monumental change, all right? A 36-year cycle reset for you. That's all you got to focus on, Aries, is this being a reset for you. Okay. All right. So let's go to the tarot table and begin. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, hey, thanks so much for stopping in. You will not be sorry. All right. We're going to start with our angel numbers. So let's go ahead and get those for you and see what we got for our beautiful Aries. Thank you so much for being here. And it's reassurance with 747. Trust your intuition this week and make practical decisions that align with your higher purpose. Your guardian angels are acknowledging your efforts. All right, so be reassured. Trust your intuition that you are making the right decisions here. Okay, now let's go ahead and get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle card deck. And let's see what our guides have to say. Will it be more reassuring messages? Will it be something that we need to know, be aware of? This eclipse was happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. I never got this card before. It's number 22, Yin and Yang. Love that. All right, let's read up on it. Number 22. Let's see. Number 22. Okay, so we've got passive, active, intuitive, logic. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclic energy moving into and out of your experience. It heralds a yin cycle, where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective, so open up to these sides of nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Okay, so let's repeat that for some of y'all Aries in the back, okay? Being it more than acting is the intention here, okay? So it's not calling for drastic action. And Aries, you're all about, I'll take drastic action. Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. You know what I mean? You don't want to go there at this time. This is more just being, just trusting your intuition, making practical decisions, not, hitting the button right away. Okay. All right. So let's get our shadow work, because we always do the the 3 oracles before we start, which I like doing, actually, because it starts off the week really well. So let's get a shadow work for Aries, please. There it is. And it's avoidance. Okay. Pay attention. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. So this is about confrontation and making progress because of that. No more avoidance. All right? Be reassured that if you take action on this, it will pay off. Again, big energy in your sign. We need to harness that. So finding the yin and yang, the balance in everything. Okay? All right, let's start the reading. Let's get your vibe for this midweek. So much going on. So much going on. So much on the world stage. A lot to take in. You know, I feel it because usually, you know, you get your info from other social media sites and whatnot, and they're just bombarded with so much negativity. All right, so, and it's really exposure, and I think it's too much exposure, okay? But all these cards are face down except for the Knight of Pentacles, so the action taking place here is slow and steady. Again, the balance, okay? Interesting. Let's see what else we got. Ooh. Yeah, this is part of the avoidance here with the Two of Swords. It's all right. No more. You can't avoid it anymore. But this is really good. I really like all the Pentacles. Page of Swords, new ideas. Again, act on the idea instead of, what do I do? I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. You know exactly what to do. Take your time. Do what's best for you. Shine as brightly as the sun. Keep that positive attitude. And I really love this. The 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. This is payoff, if I've ever seen it. So a lot of you, Aries, are opening up to new ways of making a living. Again, you could be no longer avoiding what needs to be done. And that's probably centered on your happiness here, you know, especially when it comes to family, security, and stability. Okay? Interesting. All right. Let's get some oracles. But this looks really good. So if you're open up to a job offer, be reassured that you are making the right decision. Again, that's another thing. Stop avoiding making a decision and just do it. Okay? But we don't need to rush into it. We need to take our time with it. But this is very good. Very good. The 9 of Wands, suffering in silence. We don't need to do that again. This keeps us in this indecisive loop. We just need to be hopeful. That's all. That's all that needs to be. That light. Okay? And the Wheel of Fortune, another 10 here. This is beautiful energy. Aries, what are you doing? You know, I got to grab my angel number cards. They're in my tarot bag. My tarot bag. I got to get my tarot bag. All right, there we go. Okay. Let's get our angel numbers because I want to put the 10s on the board because that's more reiteration of success, completion, and payoff for you at this time. So open up to it. It's so important that you do, you know? Damn, Aries. See, again, this is reinvigorating something in you. 0 degrees Aries, all this heavy energy, this transformative energy is happening for you, and it's kind of dissolving the illusion and opening up to the vision. And it pays off, okay? All right, let's look at relationships and love and all of that stuff. Okay? Very good. Very positive reading here. It's just that 2 of Swords, that being stuck. We don't need to be stuck anymore. Ooh. All right, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. Again, putting in the work, doing something different here, trying different avenues, rethinking things. That's okay. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Communication coming in, new way of looking at things, and the Lover's card. What the hell? Wow. Wow, great opportunities in relationships here, Aries. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting some really good shit off of this. This is good. It's a good way to start this out. So it shows exactly how this Saturn and Neptune energy, it's dissolving this illusion, all right? So we've got support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Yeah, there's a big focus on that. Your relationships, all of that. They're so important for you at this time. Use that. Use their support. Welcome in their support. Ask for help if you need it, you know? That's another thing. Instead of suffering in silence, you can have people help you. And it pays off. Okay? Let's get what's the vibe. Ooh, okay. We want to stay out of this. You're sipping some tea. You better be doing it with me on Sundays at 10 a.m. on TikTok. But it's rumors and gossip and nosy. Okay, so again, that is probably what's got you all messed up. You know, you're hearing this, you're hearing that, you're not getting the news the way it should, or you're too busy focusing on all of that. You know what I mean? It's petty. It just seems petty. All right, so let's get a closing message for you. Aries. This looks very good. You've got tens, you've got completion, you've got things. You're being reassured that you can finally confront things that need to be confronted before it gets to the rumors and all of that, you know? But it's coming down to make a decision. So let's get a closing message. Closing message. All right, Aries, let's get a closing message for you. And it is connection. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. Absolutely. This keeps you connected to your destiny, to where you're going. It's more stable. It's more foundational. It's more better for you. But make it happen. And you do that by having the hope and the temperance, the patience to work it through. Okay? So that is going to do it for this midweek reset for you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to watch The Freaking Weekend, posted on Fridays at 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And don't forget to get a personal reading. If you like your general reading, you're going to love your personal reading. So book now, in person or online. I got you covered. All right. All the info is in the description and on my link tree and all of that. So Aries, hang on, honey. This is a reset. Embrace it. Don't fear it. Don't worry about how this is going to be. Open to it, okay? Because this is going to set the stage for the rest of your life. So you might as well make it big, okay? All right, Aries, thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you Thursday live. Taurus, welcome. It is your midweek reset tarot reading, so thank you so much for being here. This is going to be for February 18th to the 24th. So, we're still feeling that solar eclipse. Of course, we're going to feel it. It just happened yesterday. You know what I mean? But I'm sure you could feel it this weekend and all of that. And if you want to know more about what the fuck is happening for you, then go ahead and watch the live I did on Thursday. It's already posted. And it tells you everything you need to know about this eclipse so you can kind of work with this energy. All right? So, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited for you to be here. Let's go to the tarot table and get our reading started. Now, this is happening in your 10th house. So I want you to be aware of that. I want you to know that, you know, the world is how you make it. So if you say there's no opportunities out there for me, Taurus, you probably won't see any. But let's get your angel numbers and see what they have to say for you. All right, 890. What does 890 mean? It is renewal. Excellent. You're experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings. Release the past and embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation ahead. Perfect. So, this could definitely relate to, again, 10th house issues, your career, how you view the world. We're looking at new beginnings here. There's new beginnings abundantly clear for you. And I think what I'm going to do for all the signs is go through to see exactly where this Saturn and Neptune conjunction is happening in your chart. So if we put your chart at the horizon line, this is happening in your this conjunction that's happening this week. Make sure you go check out the cosmic weather for that. Is happening in your 12th house. So this is releasing anything. This is a reset. Okay? So be aware of that. You know what? I think I'm going to hang this up on my monitor, if you don't mind. Again, I could easily like stop the video and edit it or whatnot. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm just, you know, we're going through this experience together. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that chart out there. So again, you're experiencing this renewal. You could be getting a reset as far as how you feel about yourself. Maybe a lot of you Tauruses are going to therapy and it's actually working. You're actually releasing things, you know, but it's time to, this is a behind the scenes kind of energy for you. So let's get a message from our guides. Which one? This one. Wow. Look at that. Number 34, with door to personal healing and happiness. Love that. It kind of looks like the beginning of the Prince video. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dream if you will, a courtyard. All right. Anybody that knows me knows I love Prince, and I'm unapologetic for it. Okay, so have been since I was a little kid, actually. All right, so this card is a very good sign of positive change for you. The beautiful light-filled door opens to a lush rainbow-lit spring filled with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking at some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is opening up and new opportunities are about to appear. Now, that's come twice in the messages so far, okay? The changes you've been working on are ready to blossom with wonderful results. So, Taurus, make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and optimistic expectations. We love that. We actually love that. So there's renewal, opening the door to personal happiness. Again, this reset, these energies are just really pointing you in the right direction. So I hope you're feeling that, opening up to that. You know, like, Jeff, this isn't resonating. Well, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? What are you telling yourself? What stories have you believed? Okay. All right. So, oh, okay. Escapism. And this could be one of them. Detach from daily struggles and relax. Don't use it as a form of avoidance. So this is about relaxation without escapism and actually facing the reality. Okay? Taurus, you know, and it's okay. I understand, because I've had a lot of Taurus energy in my life. You all like to sweep things under the rug. It's no longer that time. It is now time for you to do some cleanup. And that's exactly what this energy is presenting for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You got to stop avoiding it. Okay? It's one thing to be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. It's another thing to, well, I'll do it next month. You know what I mean? And a month goes by. Okay? So just be aware of that. You've got a great opportunity here to move things forward in your life. Just stop procrastinating. Easier said than done, right? Okay, so let's do this. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. All right. So, wow, this is so good. So good. This is what we have. The Four of Pentacles, holding back. The Eight of Cups, walking away. The Four of Wands, celebrating, harmony, things coming into balance. The Nine of Cups, getting what you deserve and what you want. Now, this all goes back to the beginning. You're holding back. by walking away from some things that stop that personal healing and happiness to come into your life. God, I'm so excited I can't even talk. You're avoiding the issues that you need to walk away from. You could be possibly opening up to a new residence or something like that. This is a time of celebration and focusing on harmony. We got 2 4s here plus an 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. And we have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. You see that treasure chest? I want that gold. You can have it if you open up to it. Okay? You don't get it by holding on to that purse. See what I'm saying? Maybe letting go of lack. Something like that. Interesting. Okay. You see how that all comes together? All right, let's get some oracles to reinforce this lovely message for you, Taurus. And thank you so much for being here. All right, mental conflict. Again, that's another part of what's holding you back here. And we don't need to deal with that with the 9 of Swords. I mean, the 2 of Swords. We focus on victory and success. That's what opens up to this wish fulfillment. Not here. Okay, that's what holds us back. Walk away from the mental conflict and focus on victory and success, and it's yours. It's very clear here, okay? And I hope that you can see that represented. All right? So let's get relationships and love. Let's go ahead and do that. Very good. What do we got for relationships? You know, the 4 of Wands is very good. Woohoo! We got the 8 of Cups again. All right, so again, there's some things that we need to walk away from this week. I hope you're ready to... you already know what they are, so let's move forward on that, okay? And the 7 of Wands is standing your ground, not budging, protecting your energy from other people too. All right. This could be a clear sign of maybe some relationships no longer serve you and you need to let that go. Be aware of that. Okay. Let's get messages of love. So walking away, letting things go, big thing for you. All right. This message wanted to come out because it kept stabbing me in the hands. And it's forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. So for a lot of you, this is probably what the mental conflict is and what you're holding back. Is just saying, you know what? I forgive the situation. I move on. Because the 8 of Cups is moving on from something. So be aware of that. I need a haircut. All right? So let's get what's the vibe. And see what else they add to this. Midweek reset. Oh, okay. All right. Yes. All right. Very good. Very good. The messages are coming quite clear. Narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. Let's let go of anything that is representative of a narcissistic relationship. Okay? Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and focusing on success. That's all you need to do this week. And get rid of the people that are like, oh, what are you going to do that for? Really, you're going to change careers now? Really, that's what you're going to do? Really, anybody that's talking to you like that, get them the fuck out of your life, Taurus. And if you're talking to yourself that way, you need to fucking change that. You know what I mean? And glow up. This is what you focus on. And this is the big one. New opportunities, new career, successful business. This is what you focus on. Because I've been screaming it for the last week. There's a theme about career change, doing something new, something more aligned to who you are instead of who you have to be. Okay? Because what you have to be is not who you really want to be. You understand what I'm saying there? So be aware of that. Wow. Fucking awesome. All right, let's get a closing message for you, lovely Tauruses. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and get... So the messages this week for everybody so far have been beautiful, very, very optimistic. And this energy, as crazy as it is, has an optimistic tone. It's making your dreams come true. And you're no different. So this week, embrace change. Embrace change and welcome new possibilities, new beginnings. It's all right here. You're opening the door to healing and progress and personal happiness by forgiveness for yourself, for others. You don't need to line everybody up and say you're sorry. You need to say it in your heart. That's where it all matters, okay? All right, Taurus, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't keep me your dirty little secret. Share me with your friends, okay? There's enough of me to go around. And check out your freaking weekend on Fridays, of course. That's the vibe for the weekend. We don't want to miss that. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are really good, but imagine a personal reading for you, in person or online, book now. I'm booking all the way out to the spring because I got to, because it's filling up. So get your spot now. Taurus, I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the freaking weekend. Gemini, welcome to your midweek reset. This is going to be for February 18th all the way to the 24th. So welcome. I hope everything is going great for you and you are already on your way to a fantastic week. So, man, have we got some stuff going on. We do. I want you to be aware of the Neptune-Saturn conjunction that's happening the 20th, 21st. And this is going to be happening in your 11th house of hopes, dreams, and wishes. Again, you're getting a reset here. Let it happen. I want to, first of all, before we start, there's a very special Gemini that I hold dear to my heart, and she just got engaged. And I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Again, this is a clear indication. You got engaged this weekend. You know what I mean? Something like that. You're opening up to new possibilities. Again, this Neptune-Saturn is a reset for all of us. And for Geminis, it could transpire into something like my friend Kel. So congratulations. I hope Buddy's watching. Hi, Buddy. And yeah, so Gemini, without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and let's start our reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to the channel, well, it's about fucking time you got here. But timing is everything, and here you are. So welcome, welcome. You will not be sorry. So look at this. The numbers we're focusing on this week is 1, 2, 3. With progression. Gemini, you are experiencing forward movement and the sequential unfolding of events. Trust the natural flow of life and take step towards your goals with confidence. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's making your dreams come true with this Saturn-Neptune energy. I love it. All right, let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle deck. I love it. So yeah, put a ring on it. You know what I mean? Wow, look at that. Number 51, Healer of the Ages. Have we ever gotten this card before? I'm not sure. Wow, there's a lot to unpack there. Okay, let's read up on it. 51. Health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. Gemini, you can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. Fantastic. Like that. Love that. Embrace that. Okay? Now let's look at our shadow work. Because you know you Geminis got two sides. And we speak to both. Okay? Ooh, look at that. Boom. Hidden desires. Your deepest desires hold the seeds of your potential. This is about what you long for, your passion, and are you fulfilled? And are you allowing yourself to be fulfilled? Are you making the progression towards what you want with the fulfillment and working with your passion? The passion is the fire here also. And heal that part of yourself. Embrace your passion. See what I'm saying? Wow. So there may be some hidden desires coming up for you to unpack and to actually help progress along. I like it. All right. Let's start the reading. Absolutely. So Gemini, I'm really loving the energy that I'm getting off of this read for you. Everyone's reading so far has been very exciting. Sometimes doing these readings can kind of drain me, but the more that I do, the more I'm getting more excited, because sometimes you have to pull yourself into the studio to go ahead and do it. And only because I have to switch up my schedule because of some things I got to do on recording day. So I'm recording this a day before, and it's very odd for me to do that, but I'm embracing it. And, well, it's actually kind of working out. And I've noticed that every time I do a reading, it reinvigorates me, so I love it. I absolutely love it. So, wow, look at all this energy coming out here. This is beautiful. Ooh, holy fuck. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Dear God. Okay, look at that. All right. Wow. We've got the Four of Cups. Don't you dare turn your back on an opportunity here. Okay? Let's not focus on shoulda, woulda, coulda, or our bowls are empty. We're not going to do that. We're going to realize that our bowls are never empty. They're always full. The universe provides that for you. So snap out of it. You know what I mean? Look at that. Ooh. Which makes you confused. What do I choose? What do I do? This is your hopes, dreams, and wishes card. You've got a lot of options. Choose the highest and the best for you. I'm going to make this really easy for yourself. Make the decision that will embrace change instead of doing the same old, same old. Again, this week is all about progression, not about regression. You don't see regression here. You see progression, okay? I'm putting 10s on the board. 2 10s. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Are you fucking kidding me? But before we get there, the Queen of Pentacles, the reason why you're going to experience these 2 10s here is because you are nurturing that part of yourself that feels safe, secure, and open, and allowing these to come to you because you're making the decision. You're not being so goddamn tied up in all of this. You open it up. Maybe that's the part that you need to heal yourself. Okay? But this is incredible. 2 of the best cards you can get in the deck. Payoff. Completion, success. Could be a new raise, a new job, living arrangements, something like that. Or in my friend Kelly's case, now we're moving into this happily ever after era. And she deserves it. And opening up to that, you know what I mean? This is beautiful energy. Maybe after some contemplation and not knowing what to do, because you Geminis are just notorious for that, you finally open up to it and there it is, All right, let's get some oracles and see what they have to say, what they add to this wonderful story for this energy. Ah, hell. All right, see, here we go. Here's where Gemini fucks things up. Mental conflict and our shadow. We don't deserve this happy ending. You do. I don't know which way to go. This internal conflict that's got to go. Okay? In fact, you transform it. And the Ace of Cups, love begins. Absolutely. Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Are you kidding me? Too much good shit to be sitting here trying to figure out which to choose. How dare you? You know what I mean? Like, just go for it. This is an internal thing, you know. I'm definitely feeling that. Let's look at relationships here. Okay, so we got Knights coming in. So action this with relationships. Maybe an opportunity, an apology. Communication is key in relationships. So speak. Okay. Love this though. 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. You deserve it. That's all you need to tell yourself. I deserve this, and I'm opening up to it. Okay. Let's do messages of love. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. Oh boy, is it ever. All right, so open up to that. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Good for you, Gemini. This is very good, but I'm going to tell you something. You'll be stuck here. You got to heal that part of yourself. It's all because it's an existential question inside of you of whether you deserve it or not. And I'm telling you yes. Okay? And you better fucking believe it, or I'm coming after you. All right? Look at this. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. Get out of the nostalgia and open up to it. Okay? Make that wish because you fucking deserve it. I gotta keep saying that. Let's get a closing message for my lovelies. What a great reading. That's a great reading, man. That's a great reading. And if you're not open up to this energy, you've got work to do. All right, closing message for you, lovely Geminis, is transformation. Transformation is the soul's evolution. Absolutely. Gemini, this solar eclipse happening in your 9th house. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction happening in your 11th house. Make your dreams come true. The 2 tens here, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, is saying it's possible, but you're still wrestling whether you fucking deserve it or not. There's somebody else out there that probably deserves a happy ending more than I do. Are you crazy? So do you. So snap out of it and enjoy this energy. It's a new day, baby doll. Okay? All right, that is going to do it for your Midweek Reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends. Don't keep me your dirty little secret anymore, okay? Share me. There's more than enough of me to go around. And check out the freaking weekend. You know the drill. If you want a personal reading with me, you better book now because it's getting packed in person or online. Find out which works for you and let's get together. All right, Gemini, beautiful energy this week. Open up to it. Stop fucking doing what you do. Okay? And I love you all, and I will see you soon. Cancer, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading, and this is going to be for February 18th all the way to the 24th. So welcome. I hope you're already on your way to a fantastic week. When it's eclipse season, I gotta reach out and say, my Cancer's okay out there, you know, because the moon does affect you more than other signs. Of course, you're ruled by it, and when these solar eclipses, new moons happen, it can be a little extra, okay? So I just hope that you are hanging in there. I'm sending you all kinds of love and warm, gushy stuff, okay? So let's go to the tarot table and let's talk about where this Neptune and Saturn conjunction is happening in your chart. It's happening in Aries. And how we always look at this in astrology is if we want to know how this is going to affect you, all right? So we've got something happening in Aries here. So we go ahead and put your sign on the cusp. You see how that works right there? I turn the wheel to where you are sitting right here. See, you're in the first house. And then we look to see where it's happening. And this is happening, this Neptune-Saturn conjunction on the 20th, 21st is happening in your 10th house. So this is all about a new career cycle for you, possibly. This could be you looking at the world in a different sort of view. This is you putting yourself out there, okay? I like that. All right, let's start with our angel numbers. See, we do it all here at Raise Your Vibration TV. I leave no stone unturned, and this is great energy for you. So let's begin. Ooh, with 555, a transformation. Absolutely. So this week, let's release old habits, embrace new opportunities for growth, and trust in the universe's plan for you. Absolutely. This is putting yourself out there. I love that. 555s are the halfway point. Okay. Once we get to 5, because it's a buildup. Oh God, this is so tough. And then 5, you make the decision, and then boom, that's when you reap the reward to the 10. Okay, you follow me on that? All right, let's get a message from your guides from the Energy Oracle cards. Let's see what we got for Cancer. So right out of the gate, it's transformation. Pay attention to 555. You could be, seeing those numbers. We're going to take that one, okay? It was like, pick me. All right. Ooh. Oh, okay. Number 45. Man holding a heart. Hello. Mingya. Okay. Wow. Will you be my Valentine? Okay. Let's read up on this. So this is a male dealing with family, love, or emotions. So some of you Cancers, not necessarily, let's gender it, okay? But it's a feeling. So Cancers in general could be dealing with family, love, or emotions. So this tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card could signal the presence of a new man in your life. Oh, hell, okay, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware, or whether or not this man is love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. Okay, so if you see this dude show up at your door, he's got some things to help you out with. You know what I mean? Love that. I'm sure you do too. All right, so let's look at our shadow work. Let's see what's stopping that wonderful person from coming in. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever had that card for any reading. Oh. There's always tomorrow. All right, light the darkness. Darkness cannot dispel darkness. Only light can. So again, there's a focus on love here. Clarity. This person also brings clarity, so that's twice. And awareness. So maybe this clarity and this awareness that this energy is bringing into your life at this time this week can really transform you. Interesting. So let's begin our reading. Let's begin our reading and see what it has for Cancer. So, there's a focus on love here, even though, of course, Valentine's Day passed, but every day is all about love. Look at that. The 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The plot thickens. Maybe you're releasing an old relationship finally. What the hell is going on here? Something. Oh, Lord. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been saying this for you guys a lot about relationships or a relationship coming in or something like that. So, okay. Oh, boy. All right, number 1, your thoughts deceive you with the 7 of Swords. Okay? We're wasting our energy. Another 5 here. Pay attention to that. We're too focused on the past. I see what this is all happening. Another 5 here of fear of failure, being alone. I don't think you really need to sit in that energy any longer, because this energy, whether it's a person or not, or it's just you releasing that, but something is at work here. Two of Cups, beautiful energy, opening up to a relationship. Three of Pentacles, it could be recognition and reward. This could also be maybe meeting somebody through a work relation or something like that, or working on a project. Either way, there's 2 5s here. We'll probably get another one, but your thoughts deceive you in this. Again, maybe it's just releasing an old relationship that you finally probably say, you know what, I haven't really thoroughly let this go, and therefore, you know, it's the realization that you're wasting your time and your energy on something from the past, and it's kind of halting you opening up to the future. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. Plenty of 5s in this reading. Plenty of 5s. Okay. All right, so you've got some movements, choices, and decisions to make for this week. So open up to that. Decide. Okay. Sacral, another 2. This is what brings you joy and what doesn't. So far, it looks like you're focusing on everything that doesn't bring you joy. I want you to pay attention to the 2s. 2, 2, 2. Let's put those on the board for you. Balance and harmony. A focus this week. You can achieve that by making the right choices, by releasing what no longer brings you joy. And firm foundation. 2 + 2 = 4. No longer holding back. Feeling secure in all that you do. This mountain can't stand without that firm foundation. See what I'm saying? Wow. Let's look at relationships. Because this is some crazy ass energy, y'all. Wow. Shit. All right, the 8 of Swords, stuck in some kind of relationship bullshit. It's time to set yourself free. There you are with the Queen of Cups. Release that emotional. This has got you stuck, I'm telling you. Another 8. Messages coming in, forward movement. So all's not lost here, really. I love it. And then look at this. The Sun. Beautiful energy, very positive outlook, especially when it comes to relationships. And the Ace of Cups to the 2 of Cups. I love it. Open up. Wow. I'm telling you, Cancer, there's something's been in the works for a while. I've been talking about this in your readings. I think I say it almost every week. You know? Wow. Okay, messages of love. Okay, unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. And I think that's what a lot of you could be stuck in, is somebody that can't give you what you deserve. So we unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Putting that focus on it, maybe that's some of the movements and the decisions you have to make. I've been so career orientated that I really haven't put my needs forward, you know, that I need some companionship. I'm open to that. You know, I just can't constantly focus on one thing. See what I'm, follow me on that? Okay. All right. Let's get, what's the vibe? See what's going on here. Okay. And this is probably the whole fucking crux of it. You're salty, bitter, angry, and being petty. Cancer, you can so be that way, you know, and listen, I'm not judging. I can be the same way. But I've taken it to the point where, you know, I make it kind of cute. And it's not cute at the end of the day. It's not. Okay, so let's get a closing message for you. Oh boy. So let go of that bitterness and saltiness, because this is too good. Too good. And that's what's got you out of balance, is because you are hanging on to that saltiness. Okay? Closing message is divinity. Yeah, remember your divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. And the timing here is divine timing, is opening you up to something truly magnificent, finally, for you, Cancer. Okay, so that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends. Stop making me your dirty little secret. There's more than enough of me to go around, okay? And watch the freaking weekend. That gives you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course. And if you would like a personal reading with me in person or online, all that info is in the description. Book yours now. All right, Cancer, you heard the message. Let's hope we get it straight. Let's work on this because good shit is coming, man. All right, so Cancer, love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Leo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading for February 18th to the 24th. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're already on your way to a fantastic week. So let's talk about that Neptune-Saturn conjunction that's happening on the 20th, okay? If you want to know more about it, go check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, okay? So let's go to the tarot table and let's just bring up the astrology chart. And what we do is that if we have something happening in Aries, and we do, it's happening right at 0 degrees Aries, which is a big deal. To see how it's going to affect us Leos, fellow kings and queens, what we do is we move the wheel to where we would be on that 0 degrees Aries point, okay? And then we see where this is happening in our chart, all right? So we look and go, all right, that's 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th. So this Saturn-Neptune conjunction is happening in our 9th house of beliefs, ideals, travel, stuff like that. This is a new awakening on all fronts as far as how you look at things. It's really tapping into our spirituality at this time too. So it can mean different things for different Leos, of course, but generally speaking, that's the house that it kind of focuses on, all right? The 9th house, connecting spiritually, all right? That's where I'm leaning towards with that. All right, so let's start our reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, hey! We're all in this together, fellow Leos. Let's get our angel numbers. And it's all about growth with 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Beautiful. Leo, you're experiencing growth and expansion in all areas of your life. You are on the right path and moving towards greater fulfillment and success. Beautiful. So let's focus on growth. Let's open up to growth. Let's not say, oh, we're good. No, we still have some growing to do. So let's get a message from our guides with the energy oracle cards and see what we have from our guides. What do our guides want to tell us about this incredible energy that's happening? These karmic cycles that are happening are just incredible. Wow, look at that. And it's number 4 with happy family. Beautiful. It's kind of like the 10 of Cups energy here. All right. So let's read up on that. Closeness, fun, and caring. The rainbow over this family, happy family, pretends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and frivolity that a friend or a family experience can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. If you're single, finding this card in your spread can indicate a potential meeting and perhaps relationships with somebody who has children from a previous marriage. This ready-made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime. This card may also simply signify celebration coming up, such as a wedding, an anniversary, or a birthday party, so enjoy. So this is just focusing on happy times. There's nothing wrong with that. That fosters growth. You've got another 4 here, okay? 4 is stability, 4 is family, all of that. So let's get our shadow work. Or maybe you're, extending your family, which would, it would signify growth, of course. Your family's growing. Wow, look at that. Positive change. Love it. So let's transform pain into strength and empower yourself. This is about ascending. This is about your evolution and setting yourself free. Wow. More greater fulfillment and success is yours, Leo, if you open up to it and understand that family is everything. Okay? So that's blood family, extended family, all of that. All right? My hands look red. That blood is flowing. I'm telling you, that blood is flowing. All right, let's get to our reading, shall we, Leo? Let's do it. Ooh. Man, these cards have had it, but they're still working. Otherwise, they wouldn't let me, But man, if I use this deck every day. It's my main deck, so. Ooh, bottom of the deck is Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity coming here. Okay? I love that. All right, let's get the reading. Let's see, what else do we have? I needed to reshuffle that. Boom, that's it, right? Okay, so all these cards are face down except for the Ace of Swords. And this is new ideas, new way of thinking, new way of approaching things. You got ideas here, okay? And it's going to take some. Oh boy. Yeah, so we've definitely got to get out of this. And this is... No, I'm going with it. All right, Seven of Swords. It's time to be strategic right now. Don't let your thoughts deceive you. Again, focusing on happy times, positive change. Five of Cups, shoulda, woulda, coulda. We don't need to sit in this energy. You're wasting your energy, Leo. And the Five of Pentacles is fear of failure. Being alone. You're not. You have your family. Focus on your growth. Again, this whole reading is just about changing the way that you're looking at your life. Win or lose attitude, because a lot of you need this positive change. You need to set yourself free from this energy. Wow. Very similar to Cancer's reading, and I almost didn't accept these three cards because those exact same cards came out in Cancer's reading. But you saw me fucking shuffle those cards. And I hesitated for a moment to be like, okay, should I just reshuffle these? But my intuition said no. So that message is there for us, okay? So let's get some oracles and see what, oh my God, yeah. Yeah. Trapped in fear. It's time for movement. It's time to make this happen. Be aware that you create your reality. So is this where we're gonna sit? No. In fact, when you change the way that you look at things and you take your authority back and you make things happen, recognition and reward. That's huge. So it looks like you're right at this turning point here. You know what I mean? Let's look at relationships. See what's going on in the love department for us Leos. Curious to see. Again, it's all about focusing on positive change. It's focusing on your growth and letting go of things that inhibit your growth, okay? And it all starts with a new way of looking at things. Now, the Page of Wands is out to say that maybe somebody's got... The Page of Wands is a dual message here. Number one, you're taking things way too seriously, so lighten up. The Page of Wands brings that fresh air. This could be somebody younger than you. But what this can also show is a message coming in from somebody. Ooh, look, the Page of Cups. Yeah, definitely. A fresher approach. And the Ten of Swords, no more negativity. You have to understand the message here, Leo. It's very clear. No more bullshit. Okay? No more self-deprecating behavior. I know a lot of people giggle at it. You know, you're so funny when you make fun of yourself. But at the end of the day, you know, it hurts. And you're creating that reality. So, yeah. It's time to decide about this relationship, so make a decision. You know? Let go of negative shit, man. Negative shit. What's the vibe, Leo? Let's see. Don't feed the fears. Okay? Yeah, look at that. Big thing about freedom. Cutting ties. Standing up. Awakening. Guys, there's a huge message here. I know it can kind of look frightening with all the symbolism and all the weird, eerie messages, but this is where your mindset's at, and that's not working for you. Yeah, look at that. Paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. Stop. Take the walls down. Stop being paranoid. Open up to it. You fucking deserve it. And that's the truth. Let's get a closing message for you. Wow. Enough of this negativity that you just exude on yourself. It's not doing you any good. In fact, closing message is harmony. That's what you focus on. We started with that and we're ending with that. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Okay? And that's very indicative here. Two people coming up to a precipice. You know, I think there's a lot of Leos that are a little frightened to make their next move, and I'm giving you the permission to do it because you fucking deserve it. This is the time to make things come true for you, Leo. What better time than now? All right? So focus on the harmony and the happiness that's all around you. You're so blessed. Instead of focusing on all this other bullshit that hinders your growth. You need a new way of approaching things. You deserve it. And that's the truth, Leo. All right? So that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends. Stop keeping me your dirty little secret. There's more than enough of me to go around, okay? And if you would like a personal reading with me in person or online, I got you covered. All you got to do is click the link in the description and I will do the rest. All right, Leo, love you all. You have a fantastic week. Hang on, honey. You just got to change the way you're looking at shit. All right. I love you all and I will see you soon. Virgo, welcome to your midweek reset. This is going to be for February 18th all the way to February 24th. So I hope you're all doing well, Virgo. This is some crazy energy. Let's get through it. Let's talk about how we're going to handle this energy today for this week. All right, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to first take a look at where this Neptune and Saturn conjunction is taking place. It's taking place at 0 degrees Aries right here. Powerful point in astrology. And what we do in order to find out exactly where it's happening, we turn the wheel to put you where that point was. Okay? Right there. Oop. Right here. And then we look to see where Aries is. So we've got, you're in the first house, 12th, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th. Okay? So this is happening in your 8th house of healing. So you've got an opportunity here, a new cycle of healing for you. Fantastic. This opens up a lot of doors, a lot of restrictions from you. Maybe this is finally the time for you to really put forth your healing. I don't know. There's a big message about that with your healing. Okay. So at this point, for this middle of this week, you could be opening up to different modalities of healing or something like that. Maybe an interest in Reiki, energy transfer, healing, anything like that. It's yours, you know? So open up to that, okay? So let's get our angel numbers for this week and see what we've got for you, Virgo. So, anytime anything's happening in the 8th house, that's definitely healing, okay? There it is. Wow, with manifest your dreams. 4, 5, 6, Virgo, you have the power to make things happen. It's time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you in every step of the way. Fantastic. And that's what that Neptune and Saturn energy is making things happen, making your dreams come true. So let's move on and get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle cards deck. And see what they add to this midweek reset. And it's been interesting. Ooh, look at this. Love this card. Number 16 with patience. Looks very snowy, don't it? Pretty cool. See the clock in the middle there? Interesting. Beautiful card. All right, let's read up on it. Peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. So this card, Virgo, shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Exactly where we're at now. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. This card's telling you it's time to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you are blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. So, let go of the anxiety and be flexible, but be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you are aware of, so quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. Yeah, Virgo, you do have a tendency to, I only see it one way. See, I got it written down here specifically. That limits your options. And the universe is saying, be patient. There may be other options for you. Maybe other options for healing. Okay? All right, now let's get our shadow work. Let's see what's making us so impatient. All right. Oop, let's do it. What do we got? Boom. Emotional release. Yeah, I'm telling you. Letting go creates space for new beginnings. You've been sitting in this for too long, and it's some time to purify yourself. Absolutely. Wow. God, I love my job. I really do. Because I see this transforming in real time, you know? And I'm not even a Virgo. But I'm happy for you, you know? It's just, the message is so clear. All right, so let's do this. Let's get the vibe for this week. Okay, I'm digging this already. I'm digging it already. Wow. Yeah. Yes. All right. First of all, I want to point out the 2 10s. Let's go ahead and put that on the board. A lot of people have been getting 2 10s, and that's success, completion, and payoff. Okay. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, stuck in fear. Only one way. Feeling isolated and alone. The 10 of Wands is saying we need to release that and move forward. Releasing our baggage, which is probably through an emotional release. Okay. You're going to feel so much better because after that, things start to move forward. I also want to point out 8, 9, 10. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 8 of Wands is things moving forward. Maybe options coming in, messages coming in that help you feel a little bit better. Okay. Again, an 8. That Saturn-Neptune conjunction is happening in your 8th house of healing. So that's when things start to move forward. The 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups. Are you fucking kidding me? This is beautiful. This is you reaching for it and knowing that you deserve it. And it pays off. Okay? Beautiful. Let's get some oracles for you. Let's see what else we have. Damn, this is a beautiful reading. You just got to be patient with things. You got to open up to it because there's payoff here. There's definitely payoff, but it really needs some healing here. Okay. I can't stress that enough. All right. Another 8 with emotional withdrawal. See, look, we've got emotional withdrawal, emotional release. Pay attention to the messages here. Okay. And look at this, working on some chakras. Yeah, because the base chakra is I am protected, I am safe. I make good choices, feet on the ground approach here. And the sacral is releasing some childhood issues. So this could be this emotional release could be something that's dealing with a childhood issue, but this is also what brings you joy in life. And they want you to focus more on that instead of what doesn't. Okay? So let's look at relationships. I almost want to say we have another 8 coming. Ooh. So let's see. All right. Yeah, it's an end. Yes. It's an end to anxiety about relationships. We're only looking at it from one perspective. We need to emotionally release. We have the Star, which is, again, very indicative to healing. Put it out there. Man, that fire whistle's been going off for a while. And I like this. The Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. There's offers coming in. Again, an offer to emotionally release whatever you've been holding on to from the past. And you've kind of been waiting for it. And that sets you up for a beautiful relationship, okay? All right, let's get some messages of love for you. Okay. All right, number 1, the one thing that's sticking out to me is apology. So that Knight of Cups can be bringing that in. You can expect the apology you want to hear, But again, like that message in the beginning, it may not come in the way that we see it. It could come in a different form. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. Because this looks like fast-moving energy, but we got some releasing to do first. So go slow, do the work. And true love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. Yeah, something that you've been waiting for. And the 10 of Cups proves it, because you deserve it. Okay? Wow. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. No doubt about that. Let's get what's the vibe. Let's see what else we have to add to this. Very encouraging reading, yeah. Daydreaming. You could be having your head in the clouds here, Again, we're letting go of the delusions and we're embracing our hopes and our dreams. So it's all for nothing. It's not all for nothing. But we're maybe reinventing that. You know what I'm saying? Again, there's more than one way to skin this cat, Virgo. Okay? Now let's get a closing message for you all. And see what we have. And this is the best thing to close this off, is hope. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. Never. Okay? And we all could use some of that. But I'm telling you, there is a strong message here to release, to purify yourself, because that opens so many doors for you. And this is the week to do it. This is the rest of the month. You can focus on that. You don't need to rush into it. Go slow. Healing hurts. And I think that's why you've been avoiding it. But the time is now. You know it. You feel it. You know I'm right. Okay. All right. Virgo, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends. Stop keeping me your dirty little secret. Okay. There's more than enough for me to go around. Don't forget, watch The Freaking Weekend, posted on Fridays. I go live on Thursdays also. Check that out. I also go live on TikTok at Raise Your Vibration TV. Make sure you check that out too. And if you would like a personal reading with me, if you thought this was good, just fucking book a personal reading in person or online. It's booking up for spring, so book yours now. Virgo, healing, It's all about healing for you. Open up to it. There's many different ways to do it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Libra, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading. I didn't think I was recording right there. And this is going to be for February 18th all the way to the 24th. So welcome, Libra. I hope you're already on your way to a wonderful week. Let's talk about what's going on. If you didn't check out to the beginning of the video with the cosmic weather, go do that. But we're going to, before we start the reading, we're going to talk about where this Neptune-Saturn conjunction, this big-ass thing that's happening this midweek, is happening in your chart, all right? So let's go ahead and go to the tarot table. And this is where this little conjunction is happening, right here, okay? At 0 degrees Aries. So how do we figure out what is happening on Libras? Well, this is really easy because it's happening right here. Your opposite Aries. See that? So with that being said, we turn the wheel for you to be at 0 degrees, okay? And then we look, and where is it? In your 7th house. So this is all about 7th house relationships, but it also is opposite your sign in the 1st house. So this is relationships with others and relationships with yourself, and making that come true. For a lot of you Libras, you could be manifesting that that person in your life, that partner. You could be manifesting different kinds of relationships. It doesn't have to be, emotional or anything like that. You follow me? So relationships of all kinds are a big focal point for you. Okay? So with that being said, let's start our reading. Let's get our angel numbers. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. So let's go ahead and get your angel numbers. There they are. Boom. Boom. And we've got letting go. Maybe we're letting go of some relationships. Surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for your highest good. I say this all the time. I release resistance. I trust in the flow of life. I know that everything unfolds for me in divine timing and for my highest good. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. So this is a focus on letting go with 3, 2, 1. Okay? Now, let's get a message from our guides from the energy oracle cards. And I just realized I don't have my other bracelets on. It's very rare that I don't have my bracelets on. I'm kind of almost freaking out, but it's all right. Let's get a message from our guides. All right, what do we have for Libra? Very powerful week. We've got this eclipse energy. I mean, there's a lot shifting here, man, but I'm telling you, it's all for the better. All right, so we've got number 13 with financial constraints. Again, what do we need to let go of here with number 13? Okay. So it's got to be a lack mentality. Absolutely. So let's see. Okay, yeah, restrictions concerning money. Okay, this card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time. Okay, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what we need and what we want, and this card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. Okay, so here's the affirmation that goes with this. I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. All right, so let's not go crazy on the spending. You know what I mean? Everybody's filing their taxes now. Don't spend it before you got it. Okay? But open up to abundance also. Abundance is your right. Claim it. Okay? So let's look at our shadow work and see what we have to work on here. Okay? There it is. And it's jumbled thoughts. Libra, the mind can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. So there may be confusion, some anxiety, and a need to escape. Okay? But we don't need to escape. We need to get excited. We need to... You're susceptible to confusion. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know exactly what to do. And I think this is calling for some constraint on your part and letting go a lot of anxiety and confusion and the need to escape, but to face things head on. You know, maybe that's why you're having some financial difficulties, is because you refuse to look at it. And now we've got to look at it for what it is. But we also create our abundance based on how we look at abundance, if we're worthy of abundance and all of that. All right, so let go of trying to control everything and just go with the flow of everything. See what I'm saying? All right. And I hope that helps. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get our reading. Let's see what's up. Bottom of the deck is the World card, completing cycles. Yes, we're all going through these karmic endings and beginnings, and that's a good thing, y'all. That's a good thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's let go of the deceptive thoughts. That's what keeps that safe empty. Absolutely. Let's, well, I think the Emperor needs to go here. You need to take some action on how you're looking at things, a new way of looking at things, a new way of thinking about things, Libra. But you need to take some action and take your power back. You need to regulate your thoughts. The Two of Wands is getting ready for something great. Instead of having anxiety and sitting still, this is you moving forward with your plans, acting like they already came to fruition. You know what I mean? And I love this. The Ace of Pentacles, there it is. So more wealth is on its way. More abundance. You have to let go of the time constraints. You have to let go of feeling powerless. Just surrender. Go with the flow, Libra. It's so important that you do that right now. Okay? Let's get some oracles. So it's your thoughts, not your situations, because your situations are a total projection of your thoughts. They just take a little bit to manifest, but there they are. Now, if you put in the work to opening up to more abundance, you'll see in due time, because it's not instantaneous. In rare occasions it is, you know, especially when you're aligned to it, but you will see the results. It takes some time. Okay? And you have plenty of it. And that's the truth. Okay. So, yeah, look at this. Obstacles and challenges. Yeah, we're too busy focused on that. Conflict and defeat. I see where this is going. Woe is me. And choose wisely. So what are you going to do? Are you going to sit in this? Or are you going to move out of this? And it takes a different way of thinking, and it needs you to take your power back and surrender. All right, universe, show me how good it can get. And then boom. It's very rare that we're talking about money. Your guides are saying, listen, you know, we need to rein it back. We need to change the way that we're looking at abundance. We're in total lack. And then the outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, which is the universe going here. Have some money. Have some abundance. Because you chose wisely. See what I'm saying? It's really right there. But you've been focusing too much on conflict and defeat and obstacles and challenges, and those don't bring in the money. They don't. They make it worse. They really do. They make your situation worse. Because you're putting your time and focus onto that. And what you put your time and focus in pays off. So if you've been focusing on all of this, you get to see more of this. It's that simple. Okay? Now, Queen of Cups. is trusting your intuition, especially when it comes to relationships, getting your feelings in line and letting go of some feelings too. I really like this. 3 of Pentacles is reward and recognition, especially when it comes to your relationships. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's time. Libra, you could be dealing with any of the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, okay? But that's saying it's time. Luck is on your side, money coming your way. I'm telling you, and especially when it comes to relationships, maybe that's what you're lacking in too. Well, you create your wealth, especially with that. It's the same formula, just different situations, okay? All right, obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. That's you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, roles could be reversed, but I'm telling you, it's you. All right. In chemistry, the attraction you feel is mutual. And I think that's what a lot of you single Libras are opening up to. Mutual attraction, mutual chemistry. Everything's falling in place as it should, instead of the lack of things. Okay. Let's get, what's the vibe? So don't obsess, surrender, let go of control, release resistance. You've got resistance, y'all. You've got resistance. And it's your thoughts. It's so clearly your thoughts. Okay? So, what's the vibe says? Focus on laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. You know, like for instance, I'll share some of my life with you to kind of put things into perspective. So, Tuesdays are my recording days, and I had to bring my mother to Roswell, the cancer hospital, to get shots. She had blood cancer, and now she's got a whole new immune system, so she's got to get, her immune shots, that kind of stuff. And that place can really drain you and bum you out, especially, my mom has recovered from cancer, thank God, but it's still, I gotta take her up there. We got to walk around this huge building, and, she's just starting to get her strength back and everything. And it can really drain you. So I did 6 readings last night. And I just came back from the hospital. I think it's 4:00. So I got home about 3:30. And as I was, preparing, turning everything on in the studio, I got some Palo Santo and cleared my energy out because I was feeling a little drained, And I, of course, I'm saying, thank God, everyone's safe and that kind of thing. But when I got home, it kind of hit me, it's a long afternoon. It's a lot seeing sick people, especially somebody like me that's just a psychic sponge, and I was like, you can't start recording readings if you're in a shitty space. You know what I mean? You've got to clear this energy out. So of course, I just don't sit with it. I do something about it. So again, I bless my space with my Palo Santo. Actually, it felt good right away. But what really worked for me was I put on something funny. I listened to YouTube. I listened to old Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony and all of that crazy juvenile immature shit. And it got me laughing. There was something on there that really got me laughing. And that totally changed my mood to where I was like, okay, yeah, I can record the rest of these 6. I can spend the rest of the night in the studio because I'm usually done by now. You know what I mean? So, the lesson here is a little laughter, a little happiness will definitely pull you out of that, God. You know what I'm saying? Because laughter is the key to raising your vibration. So, watch something, feel something, you know what I mean? But don't sit in it. And that's my little story with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. I just thought I'd share that because, happiness and joy can really lead to healing, and even though it was a long day for the both of us, my mother and myself, we laughed, because there were moments where we were quiet And then when we were laughing, the energy totally changed because, we got to drive an hour all the way up there and back. So it's very taxing, and but we got through it with laughter, and I think that's incredible. And I think that's the message that you need to, even though, and listen, we're all with you, Libra, we're all with you. Things are tight, you know what I mean? But we're all in this together and we can get through this, okay? So, with your closing message for the reading is release. Yeah. Release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Okay? No more caged bird syndrome. Again, it's letting go, it's releasing. Pay attention, Libra, to the messages being said to you. Okay? So, with that being said, life is what you create it. You can sit there and cry. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself. Or you can dust yourself off and do something about it. Because it's up to you. No one's coming to save you. You save you. Okay? All right. Didn't mean to get all serious there, but I'm pretty sure it's going to connect with you out there. All right? And I hope it does, because this is why I do what I do. I love you all. Okay? So with that being said, Libra, that is your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and share me with your friends. I'm sick of being your dirty little secret. There's more than enough of me to go around, okay? See, laughter helps, man. I'm telling you, it's been a long day. And that can help. Life is supposed to be fun and enjoyed. And if you're not, you're fucking up, okay? If you'd like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description, Libra, and I will hook you up. And it doesn't cost that much either. So, you're still following that rule. All right, listen, I love you all, Libra. Have some fun. Laugh this bullshit off and let some shit go, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Scorpio, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading, and this is going to be for February 18th all the way to February 24th. So welcome, Scorpio. Hope you are already on your way to a fantastic week. Make sure it's a good one. We got a lot of crazy energy going on, and that's all right. It's necessary. It's going to dust the cobwebs off of our complacent life. And it can be scary because we're waking up out of our complacency and going, what the fuck have we been doing? It's kind of like what the pandemic did for us. The pandemic shook us out of a lot, and I know it because people would come to my shop even though I was supposed to be closed. But I couldn't sit home. You know what I mean? I had to be where the healing takes place, and during that time, I had people come in and go, you know what? I walked away from a 30-year job, and I think I'm going to start painting. That's what I've always wanted to do. It's like all of a sudden you give people enough time to pause, and they find out that what they were sold isn't necessarily what they thought they were purchasing. And it's never too late to go, you know what? We're going to return that, and we're going to get something new. It's always a good thing for change. Change is necessary. And yes, it can be scary, but don't doom and gloom it. You know what I mean? So, if you haven't checked out what's going on for the cosmic weather, go ahead and check that out at the beginning of the video. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the tarot table. And before we begin our reading, we're going to talk about where this Saturn and Neptune conjunction is going. Yes, I know you're probably going, well, I don't know astrology, but I'm going to kind of give you a little lesson right here, right? So basically, this Saturn-Neptune conjunction is happening right at the cusp of Aries. We call that a cusp, that line right there. This is Aries' first house, and this little line right here is a cusp, 0 degrees, because it goes, every piece of the pie here goes from 0 to 30, okay? And repeats. So, with it being in Aries, how we figure out where these things place in your chart, like full moons, new moons, this is the technique I use. And what we do is, because we're talking about Scorpio, we're going to put Scorpio on the 0 degree cusp first house, okay? And then we count from where that is. So we go, all right, we've got Scorpio in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. All right, so this is happening in your 6th house. Scorpio. So what that means is that this is a time for you to really double down on your health, getting exercise, enough sleep, trimming the fat out of your routine. This is a big, major focus on you becoming the best version of yourself and not allowing the things that stop you from doing it. Eating like shit. Not honoring your body, because I'm going to tell you something. The reason why we don't take care of ourselves and just eat and eat and eat is because we're not paying attention to our temple. And you know, I always used to laugh at people that said that, well, the body is the temple, because I was always fat. And when I started to take care of myself, and going to the gym 3 days a week is nothing, you know what I mean? In fact, I want to push myself a little harder this spring, you know? To have a good summer, because last summer when I was all laid up, you know, not being able to work out and gain 40 pounds, I have to do this all over again. And I'm not pissed off about it. Sure. Okay. There are times when I'm like, God damn it. If I didn't get in this car accident, I would have been walking around with my shirt off all summer. You know what I mean? Because that's the truth. But the thing is, that's not what happened. So this gives me another opportunity to get it right. Not to have to do it all over again, but do it right. So you got to give yourself some grace. But the whole point of this is that this big thing is happening for you to finally, your health is a big concern, and it should be your only concern at this time. Okay? And really stopping with the excuses, the doom scrolling. Like today, I have realized that I have gone down this slippery slope on TikTok, and I can't do it. My time is too valuable to be watching other people's content and all that other shit. And all it does is just fuck with my head. You know what I mean? With all the things that have been out in the news lately and all of that, it has really took a toll on my mental, stability. And that is anything that fucks with my mental stability is non-negotiable. Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? And I hope you adopt that attitude too. But I'm done doom scrolling. I could be writing and doing other things that make me happy and that I know I'm in control of, instead of watching some bullshit. You know what I mean? So, harmony is your angel numbers for this week. 121. Embrace harmony in your life. Seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Again, there you go. There must be a balance between all three. It can't be all physical. It can't be all spiritual. It's got to be a balance, that trifecta, okay? Interesting. Now, let's get a message from our energy oracle deck from our guides, because they got something to say, and they ain't playing. Okay, this one fell in my lap, and here it is. Yeah, 21 with strategy. 121. Pay attention. Okay. Let's look it up. Strategy. So your guides are saying, let's be strategic about certain things, especially your health and your routine. Let's not overwhelm ourselves so the plan goes kaput. All right, look at that. Make a plan. This card shows a pen, journal, and compass and key. When you receive this card, it indicates that this is the optimistic time for you for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in. Consider any potential change in course that may be needed. Be aware of the particulars regarding your goals and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goals needed to make your long-term goals a reality. Scorpio, this card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead, because you've got so much to look forward to. And it is your job to make sure that you see this to the end and not shorten your lifespan by not taking care of yourself. And I understand it. There was never a focus in our upbringing about how important it is to take care of yourself. Sure, we learn the food pyramid and we learn that eating healthy is fine. But when we see McDonald's and Burger King and all these other places, I mean, it's just easier to go through it. It's designed that way. Did you ever notice that all fast food places are basically red, orange, and yellow? Because those colors signify appetite. It's all a mind fuck. And it's designed to take money out of your pocket and make you sick. Eat as clean as possible. Eat meat, not pork. Eat meat. Yes, red meat. Red meat, chicken, turkey, fish, wild caught salmon, organic chicken, vegetables. Not so much fruits. Berries, yes. Not so much fruits like pineapple. I love pineapple. I could eat bananas all day. They'll make you fat. You know what I mean? They'll make you fat. Educate yourself. That's what I did. I didn't give a shit about my health. I was like, that's a problem for future Jeff. Well, guess what? Future Jeff is here. And why am I getting you another card? I don't need to do that. But, you know, again, be strategic. Don't say, I got to lose 40 pounds in a month. You're not going to do it. Healthy weight is 2 to 3 pounds a week. And that's if you're burning it off. You know, all you have to do is eat less, work more, move more. Do little things. Like instead of sitting your ass on the couch after you just gorged yourself for dinner, go ahead and go for a walk. 20 minutes will do you wonders. And you'll sleep like a baby, and it helps with your digestion. I could go on and on and on, and that's a big focus for you. Trust me. Okay, so let's get your shadow, and I'll stop preaching. Because I could go on and on and on and on and on, because it helped me lose so much weight. I was 230 pounds a couple years ago, and I got down before my accident to 154. I was wearing medium clothes, medium t-shirts. I never wore a medium anything in my life. All right, battle within. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. Yes, inner conflict and resolution. There it is. It's time to do it, guys. Scorpio, this is your call. Get strategy. When you go and resolve this battle within, you come into harmony. Physical, emotional, and spiritual. Wow. We've already been talking for 10 minutes? Oh my God. Wow. I'm telling you, it's so important, guys. It's so important. You are important. I have seen, like I just came back from Roswell, take my mom to go get some more shots. And I'm telling you, business, cancer business is good. Very good. It's a thriving business. And it's all diet related. All of it. Every single fucking person up there. It's all diet related. And they're doing great work up there. But I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable. And you can do something about it. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. 6 of Wands. Focus on victory and success because you're being strategic. You're going to battle and winning. Winning. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, okay. All right, all these cards are face down except for this one. And you know what that means. Relationships are coming into focus too. So maybe you got to be strategic with that. Oof. All right, where do we go from here? All right, yeah, there's a big message here right now with the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands to let down your guard, be vulnerable, stop holding back. Again, that's part of that inner conflict that's going on with you. It's gonna take a different approach to things. You need a new way of looking at things. The way it used to work for you doesn't, and this card is kind of matching up with the strategy here, okay? Now, Page of Cups is always, when you least expect it, there comes an offer. You know what I mean? And the 6 of Pentacles is very good. That's open your hand and we'll fill it, reciprocating energy. no longer holding back from one-sided energy. And then the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, this is great energy here. A lot of you can be moving into a safer, more stable relationship, possibly with yourself as well as other people. This could also be establishing a partnership or a job. Ten of Pentacles is always about a job, okay? But you're holding back all of this progress and beautiful energy because of the way that you look at it, okay? So, let's get some oracles. Get this going. Here we go. Oh, hell. All right. Do your shadow work. Your shadow and your higher self need to work together to come into harmony instead of at war. Okay? The war is over. The battle within is exhausting you. Okay? What you need to do is work on your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart like Madonna in 87. Three of Wands. Right? This is Wands? Yeah, Three of Wands. Partnerships and alliances, things you've been waiting for. Interesting. It all comes from thinking different and opening your heart. Open your heart to me, baby. I hold the lock and you hold the key. Like Zool. Are you the key master? We used to call this chick in school, she used to sleep around a lot. We used to call her Zool. Shit. If you watch Ghostbusters, you'll understand. All right, so let's look at love and relationships. Okay, all right. Two of Pentacles, I don't know, wishy-washy, I don't know what to do. Again, that doesn't bring in a constant flow of energy. I get it. Queen of Swords cuts out cords, speaks her truth. Speak it into existence, The Star is very good energy here. Something that you've been wanting is manifesting. Knight of Cups, an offer comes in. I really like that. Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Oh, offers. Things coming into harmony after not being in harmony. Interesting. Let's get messages of love. Messages of love. Relationships looks good though. Lovers, Ten of Pentacles next to each other, Six of Pentacles, reciprocating energy. You're on the same page. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. Who is that? Could it be your past? Trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. Yeah, because you're being very wishy-washy. You're wondering what the fucking catch is. There isn't a catch. You got a catch. You know what I'm saying? So singles, open up. Trust. Okay? Let's get what's the vibe. Couples, solidifying that. I've been saying that a lot for Scorpio couples, is that there's a lot of solidification in your relationships, whatever that may be. So that's good. And this doesn't help either. Tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Let's get rid of that. Migraines is always magnesium deficiency and water dehydration. So salt and water. And we're not talking Morton salt. We're talking about, Baja salt, sea salt. That kind of salt. That's good for you. Not Himalayan. That's got a lot of lead in it. I'm telling you, I could do a whole channel on what to do and what not to do. But you'll look sexy if you trust me. Okay, so let's get cosmic energy. Again, trust the situation. Trust the man with the hat. Because if I can lose weight to wear 34 jeans and medium shirts, so can you guys. And you know what? It was a lot easier because after I started working out and started to eat well, oh my God, it was fantastic. It was fantastic, and it just dropped off of me. It was great, and I'm getting back into that train finally after all this healing. All right, so Scorpio, your final message is blessing. Blessings are a gift from the universe. Receive and share them, and that's huge. And a lot happier you will be. So if you count your blessings, you'll have an unlimited number to count for them. If you are wondering, where are my blessings? You're going to constantly go through that. But this is a big call this week for you to really start knuckling down on your health and getting yourself back to the road of recovery, because you can do it. And you will look fantastic, and you will feel fantastic, and all your ailments will just go away. Trust me, okay? All right, Scorpio, you want a personal reading with me? Go ahead and click the link in the description. I got you covered. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends. I'm tired of being your dirty little secret. There's more than enough of me to go around, okay? So, all right, Scorpio, it's time to get to work. And it's not going to be that hard. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Sagittarius, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading, and this is going to be for February 18th all the way to February 24th. So welcome, Sag. Hope you are on your way to a wonderful week. I know this energy can be very cage rattling, but you know what? We need our cages rattled, and it's necessary. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. It's a big deal that's happening this week. And if you want to check out more of what we're talking about, watch the beginning of the video where we do the cosmic weather. But we're going to hone in on exactly what area of your life this is going to take place before we start our reading. So let's go to the tarot table and start. So this is the natural order of the Zodiac. And this Neptune-Saturn conjunction is happening right at 0 degrees. That line right there starts 0 all the way to 30 in this section, okay? We call that the first house. Now, because it's happening in Aries, Aries always rules the first house, we want to find out how it's happening in your life. So what we do is we take the wheel and we turn it to where you will be on the first cusp. So you're the first house. And then we count to see exactly where that is. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is happening in your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, your fifth house. All right, yeah. It's happening in your fifth house. Now, that's huge. There's a few things of how this is panning out, okay? Number 1, for Sagittarius, this is all about love. This is a huge focus on children. So if you, Sag, have been looking to maybe extend your family or start a family, this is huge energy for you starting out, okay? But it could also be, for some of you, your children might be leaving the nest, you know, maybe going on to college or graduating from high school or something like that. This could also be you really going internally about what brings you joy and what has stopped you from bringing joy into your life and releasing anything that doesn't, you know what I mean? So if people, places, things, and thoughts are keeping you from enjoying your life, you will be on a mad tear to eliminate them starting this week and this year, okay? But it can also mean, for singles, it can mean a long-lasting relationship and actually making that come true. Maybe there's a lot of you that are gonna put a ring on it, you know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and get your angel numbers. So that's another tone in our painting of what is coming up for 2026. So we have 565 with shift. So take a look at your life, Sagittarius, and see what areas need to be shifted to bring you more joy. You cannot make this shit up. Take time to reassess your priorities and create a plan for yourself. Listen, this moment, this kind of moment that happens right there when we were just talking about that is exactly why I do this full time because there it is. And it'll probably be like that for your whole reading. You know what I mean? So that's fantastic. That's a moment right there, live on camera. You can't make that shit up. I love my job. And I hope that gets you motivated too, to be like, yeah, I got to reassess things on how to get more joy in my life. That's fucking fantastic. All right, Sag. So let's get a message from our guides. Let's keep going. Let's get the momentum going, Sag, okay? Let's go ahead and get a message from the Energy Oracle deck. And this is from our guides. We got our angel numbers. We got our guides. Let's go ahead and see what we got. What are they trying to tell us? Well, first of all, shuffle the cards right. There we go. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? Boom. There it is. Ooh, I don't think I've ever gotten this card. Wow. It's number 20. Envy. Let's examine this card. Yikes. What's she holding? What is she holding? I don't know. Maybe they'll describe it to us. Envy. All right, let's read up on it. I've never pulled this card before. Interesting. Okay. Lack and dissatisfaction. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand. Okay, so that's what that was a pearl. All right. Huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room looking out at a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Interesting. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. This card is telling you, Sagittarius, to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it, because this card is a message that's very important, and it is time to move from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. Now, I want you to pay attention to that word, with this shift. Okay? Let's go ahead and get our shadow work. Wow. Already on our way to a good fucking reading, man. I'm telling you. And that's all right. Don't feel bad if you feel envy, but acknowledge it. You know, I learned something really great this week, okay? And it's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. Is that look at emotions and feelings as visitors that come to your house. They don't hold the deed. They don't pay the rent. They ain't paying the mortgage. They're visitors. So only treat them as visitors. They come, they go. They don't stay. Think about that. So feel envy and get it the fuck out, you know, until it's overstayed its welcome. But doesn't that make sense? You know, we don't need to have them hang out and act like they're the owners of the house. That's you, folks. That's you, Sag. All right? Okay, let's get our shadow work. Self-compassion. Embracing imperfections helps you find strength. This is all about a growth mindset for you and being resilient. Okay. That helps you get over the envy here. That's probably where the split takes place. You understand what I'm saying? Wow. Wow. All right. Let's get our energy for this week. All right, let's see. Bottom of the deck is 9 of coins. Open up to prosperity. You deserve it. Open up to all those things instead of envying other people, because you don't know what their story is. You know, it may look like they got everything. Bet you $10 they feel like they got nothing. All right, so let's go ahead and, yeah, we've got to let this go. Yes. So we've got the Tower. A lot of things have happened. We've got to let that go. The Judgment card. We got to set ourselves free. The Hangman. We've got to work on a different perspective here. The Six of Swords is definitely looking at things differently, but you need to be patient and you need to be strong. There's a lot of major cards here. A lot of major cards. Let's go ahead and this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Okay. So let's get some oracles and keep moving along, because this is about changing your perspective. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Emotional loss. This is why it's got us stuck. We've had a lot of obstacles and challenges. Conflict and defeat. Look at that. Number 555. Change, transformation, halfway point. Okay? You're at this halfway point. You're not doing this anymore. The shift. Look at the fives. 565. Look at that. Wow. Let's get your relationship. So a lot of things have been tough, but I'm telling you, you need to get over this. Do not be tempted to be stuck. That's what it is. It's stuck in all of this. Instead, focus on victory and success. Now that's good. A lot of you could be getting engaged. Again, romance, all of that. Oh my God, look at this. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided, so you can move forward out of this. Right now, you're playing it safe. But check this out, Sag. Marriage. This relationship, focus, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Again, something's shifting here. You heard it here first. I mean, it all lines up with everything you got. Oh my God. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Okay, apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. You could be offering an apology, or somebody else could. Again, that helps alleviate all this craziness that's happened. And daydreaming. Now, be careful of this. We don't want to keep our head in the clouds. We don't want to delusion ourselves, and there's plenty of it that can happen. So be aware of that. But you focus on your hopes and your dreams, and you make them happen. You just allow that to happen, okay? Let's get a closing message for you, my loves. Wow. That's one hell of a reading right there. I'll tell you that. All right, closing message, Sag, is peace. Find inner peace in moments of stillness. That's another thing. There seems to be a lot of chaos here, and I think you've been used to that. Just allow yourself the grace of just taking things, settling things down. You know, we don't need to constantly be, I think that's the feeling here, all right? So again, big shift coming. Big shift. You heard it here first. Pay attention to the fives. You are halfway there. All right, Sag, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends, because I'm sick of being your dirty little secret. There's more than enough to go around, okay? And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, in person or online, I got you covered. Click the link in the description. All right, Sag, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Capricorn, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for February 18th all the way to February 24th. So welcome, Capricorn. Hope you're already on your way to a wonderful week. So if you haven't checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, make sure you do that. So before we start the tarot reading, we're going to go to the tarot table and look at where this Neptune-Saturn conjunction is taking place, okay? So How we do this in astrology is we have the natural order of the zodiac here, and you know it's the natural order because it always starts with Aries. And this is taking place at 0 degrees Aries, so it's right here, right on that little line. We call that cusps. All these lines are cusps. And it starts at 0 to 30 degrees. Each of these little divisions are 0 to 30 degrees, okay, which make up 360. So if we've got something at 0 degrees Aries, how we check to see where it is influencing you, Capricorn, we put you on the cusp. Always. I do that with new moons, full moons, anything like that, okay? I always put you on the first house, the cusp of the first house, and then we count to see exactly where this is taking place. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is taking place in your 4th house of home, security, family, stuff like that. A lot of Capricorns could be moving, getting a bigger place, something like that. This is also a shakeup in your home or some frustrations that you're finally clearing out, making better decisions, that kind of thing. So it also has to do with your stability. And are you building on shifting sands or a strong foundation? Okay. You can kind of look at it like tower energy. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start your reading. Let's get our angel numbers. So again, there's a huge focus on home base. Okay. And Saturn kind of puts some restrictions, some frustrations in that. It all depends on how these two energies are going to transpire in the months ahead. Okay. So our angel numbers are 5, 6, 7 with evolution. You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Okay. Which, in your evolution helps you feel more stable and secure. Okay. So let's get a message from our guides. This is the Energy Oracle deck. Let's put that aside and get a message from our guides. Let's do it again, because I wasn't ready. All right. And it's number 51 with Healer of the Ages. This card's been coming out a lot for this midweek. Let's go ahead and read up on that. Number 51. There it is. So it's all about health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intention. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may just be opening to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, an important healing is taking place. And I believe that is happening in your 4th house. Okay? Interesting. So there's an evolution and healing taking place. I like that. And I like that for you. Okay? So let's go ahead and get our Shadow Oracle, there it is, and see what's holding us back. Divine juggling. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. So again, this is making progress, which is evolution, and inner harmony. So again, that Neptune Saturn hooky-doo is probably showing itself in that respect. Maybe you're not doing the juggling anymore. Maybe you're making this happen. Okay? Interesting. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get the vibe. Let's see what we have for you. Let's see what we have. Okay. Man, these cards have had it. All right, let's do it. Woo! Ooh. Wow. I don't like that. The devil, your card, knocked over Archangel Michael over here on my studio. I don't know what that means. All right. Okay. Interesting. We got some major cards here, so this is a big deal. Okay? We've got the Devil, the Moon, the Hermit, and the Six of Pentacles. So basically what's going on here is don't be tempted to sit in uncertainty. I don't like that energy. It doesn't matter whether I like it or not. I don't like that for you. You know, this looks like something hard to deal with. And you may be juggling this for quite a while. Go within, though. I think it's time to kind of be quiet about things. Maybe work on yourself. Okay? The Six of Pentacles is open your hand and we'll fill it. So reciprocating energy comes out of this. But don't be tempted to think that it's not doable or it's not for you. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's get some oracles. Yeah, the Moon is uncertainty. The Hermit is going within. And you're trying to look for things outside, and it's not. It's all within. So, I think once you go with that, you'll be in a much better position. All right. Let's get our oracles. Open your heart. That could help with the uncertainty. That can banish that uncertain vibe. It's just weird. And getting your passion back. I think this is time to like go within, you know, like really do some soul searching. It helps with your evolution here, you know? Interesting. All right, let's look at love and relationships. For some reason, I almost feel that's where this is all going. Is this uncertainty, which may be shaking your need to, I don't know, maybe lack of relationship or just not vibing. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Okay. Again, it's an end to taking arrows from other people. It's an end to self-sabotaging behavior. You really need to be aware of that. You need to protect your energy and stand your ground. Even in the midst of uncertainty, the Page of Cups, there's an opportunity here, you know, especially the way that you look at relationships, which will be having you celebrating. Again, the world is like completing cycles. I think that's the other thing with the Saturn-Neptune thing in your fourth house is completing a lot of cycles, but it also indicates some healing too. So we need that there. All right. Not bad at all, but it's that darker energy that you can embody that really needs to shut its fucking mouth. You know what I mean? That's exactly how that energy feels. Okay. So messages of love, obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Take care of that shit. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Again, the Hermit card is saying, woo, you got inner work to do before you start moving forward in anything here, or it'll back the fuck fire. You know what I mean? It'll backfire. There's this juggling. Be patient. Hold out. All right. Let's get, what's the vibe? And let's see. Okay, now when we're letting go of all this stuff, there it is. Soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. Again, letting ourselves open up to that, but I don't think this is happening unless we deal with our bullshit. You've got some bullshit, Capricorn. You got to take care of that. All right? Let's get a closing message for you. There it is. Yeah, and it all comes down to this, joy. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment instead of sitting in uncertainty. You actually, life passes you by. And then you're wondering where my joyful life is because you're not paying attention to it. And there's a big message about waiting here. The timing is not quite right. So be aware of that. You've got some healing to do. Yes, I know. I know you don't want to do it, but you got to do it. It's integral because with this energy going on, it's going to tell you, you got to do it. All right? Okay, Capricorn, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and share me with your friends. I'm getting really tired of being your dirty little secret. There's more than enough of me to go around. So, all right. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description, in person or online. I am your dude. All right, Capricorn, have yourself a great week. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Aquarius, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for February 18th all the way to February 24th. So welcome, Aquarius. Happy birthday for you late ones, because this is it. You know what I mean? You're done. Sun moves into Pisces. Everything changes now, okay? So I hope you had a great season. If you didn't check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, go check that out. I'll wait. Okay, and now we can get on to the meat of it. Let's go to the tarot table. I'm just going to briefly show you where this Neptune-Saturn conjunction is happening in your sign and how this can affect you. So here's the natural order of the Zodiac. That conjunction is happening right at 0 degrees Aries. This is 0 degrees Aries. And we're going to look exactly where this is going to happen. And we do that by putting you on the first house. You see that? Now you're on the first house. So then we just count to Aries. 1, 2, 3. So this is happening in your communication house. This could be communicating is important for you, very important. So be aware of that. So communications of all kinds. Could also be traveling. Your brothers and sisters may be an influence of this. Maybe you're completing some karma with that. Okay? So be aware. So let's get our angel numbers and start. Just wanted to show you where that was taking place. Okay? And this is all about, stability with 444. Love it. Angels are guiding and supporting you, providing a stable foundation for success. Beautiful. All right, now, let's get a message from our guides. You know how we do. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. So, I love this. Door to personal healing and happiness with number 34, another 4. Pay attention to that, okay? So let's read. New beginnings in your personal life. So this card is a very positive sign of change. The beautiful light-filled door opens onto a lush, rainbow-lit spring with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking to some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is opening up and new opportunities are about to appear. Love it. The changes that you've been working on are ready to blossom with wonderful results. So make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and optimistic expectation. Wow. The door is open, or you're opening that door. And that's beautiful. So let's get your shadow. There it is, with arrogance. Interesting. Not seeing flaws hinders growth. No limits to learn and improve. So this is giving yourself some humility, having some awareness, and absolutely growth here. And I think that once we let go of that arrogance, stability comes in, and the door to personal happiness also opens for you. Okay? Very important. Pay attention to that. Wow. All right. Let's get the meat of your reading. That card wants to stay out. Can't argue with that. So does that one. Wow. All right. Let's do it. We already got 2 out. There it is. All these cards are face down except for this one, the Ten of Pentacles. Keep your eye on the prize. Yeah, that's basically that card right there. I love that. Ooh. All right, so the Six of Cups and the Ace of Swords is, let's look at things from the past differently. Let's let go of some of this stuff. Don't be arrogant and think that you already did. You didn't, okay? This may also have to do with home issues, childhood issues, that kind of thing. But there is a huge message this week of opening up to change, and it pays off. You could also be opening up to a different career, a different job. A lot of you are moving up in the ladder. This is more stability, okay? Because that's the name of the game for this week for you. But the arrogance part, again, it's not seeing your flaws of things that you may have done in the past that can't, recreate themselves, okay? So just be aware of that. We make mistakes, but we make mistakes to learn, okay? So let's get, that one wanted to come out. Let's get some oracles for you. There we go. Okay. Wow. The truth shall set you free. Oh my God. So again, set yourself free, especially from the past here. Look at that. Another 4 foundations and achievements with the 4 of Wands. That's good. Man, that's really good. Awareness and power. Wow, these are the Magician and the Strength card. You've got great power. Don't squander it. Wow. That's really good. Lots of 4s. Okay, let's look at relationships. Maybe this is where the glitch is or something. I don't know. Oh no, there's no glitch here. Just don't be foolish when it comes to relationships. Setting yourself free. Don't repeat same patterns here. King of Cups is, you gotta get in touch with your emotions. You gotta calm your emotions. You get too emotionally washed out. You know what I mean? And the 2 of Cups, damn, that's beautiful energy coming together here. So don't be foolish. Open up to it. It's there. I mean, it's so there. So this could be a good focus on home stability. If you're single, I think you're opening up to that. I think you've been telling yourself that you're good, and that you could really use a different point of view. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's huge. Okay, so messages of love are children. Children are important to this partnership. So again, maybe your kids are going through some stuff here. Again, the 6 of Cups does signify children. So maybe that's what you're dealing with, okay? Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. A lot of you are going through that now. So again, maybe that's where this arrogance card comes in. Is don't be arrogant to think that you lost that chance. The door is actually opening up for you. So the one that was there for you doesn't necessarily mean that's it. But this looks really good as far as things working out. I don't know why I didn't change over, but here we go. All right. Distance. Divorce, ghosted, separation. Okay, a lot of you are letting this go. I believe this is it. I believe this is the last straw for you, and that's good. Okay? Wow. There's a lot to unpack here, There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack. So let's unpack, shall we? Let's get a closing message. Again, the arrogance card. For some reason, I'm not sold on this. Like, there may be a thing of, you may be getting a second chance at doing something here, and you can't do it the way you did it before. Because I think you worked out of insecurity, and you're not that insecure person anymore. So that's got to change. I don't know. Just wanted to put that in there. Closing message is universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. It's almost like the star card. Your card. Okay? Maybe that's where the arrogance card comes in. Don't be arrogant to think that you got all the answers and that you know how this story unfolds. You don't. That's okay. But open up to the universe and let it guide you. All right? I think that's one of the main factors here. But all in all, this week looks very good. I mean, a lot of people could be getting an offer for a home or something like that. Partnerships look really good, long-standing, stable. Again, the whole thing is stability. Okay? I love it. And I hope that works for you. All right, this is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me with your friends because I'm tired of being your dirty little secret. There's more than enough for me to go around. And if you would like a personal reading, because these are general, so we could do that in person or online, I got you covered. Just click the link in the description and we can book. All right, Aquarius. Lots going on here. Open up to change. Don't be arrogant and see it one way. There's many ways this can play out for you. Open up to it, okay? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Pisces, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading for February 18th all the way to February 24th. So welcome. Hope you were on your way to a wonderful week because guess what? Today marks the day of Pisces season. That's right. Hallelujah. The last sign of the Zodiac finally gets their due. So happy birthday. Again, I would like to wish a very special Pisces of close to my heart, my daughter. Happy birthday. It's Pisces seasons for you too, baby doll. So happy birthday. Have a great day. Wish I was there. So let's go to the tarot table because what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Neptune-Saturn conjunction that's happening in Aries at 0 degrees Aries. And if you didn't get the lowdown on that, go ahead and watch at the beginning of the video for the cosmic weather. We talk extensively about that, but I wanted to save it for everybody to show personally where it's happening in your chart. And it really doesn't have to be that involved because it's 0 degrees Aries, and you, of course, are the last sign of the Zodiac. So it's happening like if we put you on the cusp. How's that go? Yeah, if we put you on the cusp, it's happening in your second house. Oh, let me show you. See, we put you on the horizon at 0 degrees Pisces, and then we count to see exactly where this is happening. 1, and it's right on the cusp of 1 and 2. Because it's 0 degrees. They call that the Aries point. And the astrologer that taught me, Noel Till, he was very, very, very adamant about the Aries point because it's very significant and it carries much weight. It's a thrust out into the world. So with this in your sign, Pisces, this is huge. This is in between you coming into who you are and also having to do with the second house. This is about understanding your value and allowing more value into your life, whatever that may be. Okay? So it's a big change for you. Big changes, transformations, you name it. All right? So big. You know, that also has to do with finances too, because we're getting into that second house influence. Again, it's sitting right on the second house, you know, kind of like stepping out of one doorway into another. All right. So let's get our angel numbers for you, Pisces. And look at that expansion with 333. Love that. Trust in your abilities and embrace opportunities for growth and expansion. Again, this is promoting that growth. It's expansion. Okay? Let's get a message from your guides. Love that. So you've probably been seeing 333 a lot. This is all about growth. Let's see what else. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. Boom, right there. Because it was flipped over, and it's number 52, Goddess of the Moon. It's beautiful. Very Stevie Nicks-ish. Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and when she enough to love that. All right, 52. Two rooms alive like a firefly. All right. Intuition and going within. Interesting. So this card, Pisces, shows an internal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear waters of a sparkling waterfall. Yeah, that's fucking Stevie Nicks all the way right there. Her arms are stretched upwards, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. Receiving this card tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now is the time to use it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information, from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you could get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. Damn. Or you might have an idea for a great invention, a stock investment, or a spellbinding novel. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic ability and mediumship, even on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now is the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration that it brings. Wow. Well, the universe is really speaking to you, Pisces, I'm telling you. Great message. I really want you to pay attention to the blue hues that are in there. So this is all about thinking. Again, this is focusing on intuition, but expansion, your abilities, maybe your intuitive insights about where to go next, what to expand to. You know what I'm saying? 5 minus 2 is 3. Right? 5 minus 2 is 3? Yeah. I had to count my hands. All right, let's get a shadow work. Ooh, there we go. With have courage. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. This is about releasing fear, making yourself vulnerable, because vulnerability is hot as fuck these days, and growth. Growth is a big message here. It's in there twice. Interesting. All right, let's get a message for you. Let's get your vibe for the midweek. Let's do it. Okay. That card flipped over. Okay. Anything else for Pisces? Our birthday babies. All right, all these cards are face down except for the 10 of Wands, and that's movement forward, releasing your burdens. And you can move forward so much more, Pisces, if you just let go of all this baggage you're carrying. You know what I mean? But this is moving on for you in some set. Wow. Excellent. Funny, this was at the bottom of the deck. And I was going to show the bottom of the deck, by intuition said no, not. And there it is. So here we are. All right, so the 8 of Cups is walking away from what no longer serves us, especially some emotional stuff that we still carry. Okay, but we're going to do that. The Page of Wands is telling you you're taking things way too seriously, and it's time to really embrace the joy in life. Okay? And the Knight of Cups is an opportunity, messages, all kinds of things coming in for your season. And it takes great courage to walk away from what no longer serves us. You'll feel so much lighter when you do. You know what I mean? Again, this is all part of your growth. This is all part of your expansion. Okay? Wow. Let's get some more oracles. Again, more blue. So that could be emotional stuff, you know. Oracles. Okay. So, trust your intuition. Big message, more blue. Use your inner wisdom. Wow, Pisces. The message is really speaking. Okay? Let's work on these chakras. Allow the universe to inspire you. That's that wisdom, that intuition, okay? The courage to have the strength, the confidence to move forward boldly, the Page of Wands, that joy, and financial and material changes. Yeah, this is the big thing, because that Neptune Saturn conjunction is sitting right on your second house of financial concerns and debt and all of that, and making more money because you're giving more value to yourself, So again, there's a huge message though about trusting your intuition. So you may get inspired to do something here that really pays off, okay? So open up to it. Don't be rigid. Okay, let's look at relationships and love. Again, this is all about expansion, not contraction, okay? All right, so we've got the Nine of Swords, so there might be some anxiety about relationships, anything like that. Again, trust your intuition. Nine of Wands is let down your walls, have courage, 999. Those came right out just like that. Let's put those on the board. And the message is don't give up, release and let go. Yeah, that's the big message for this week, is release and trust your intuition. Queen of Pentacles is nurturing a long-standing, I got this, beautiful energy. And the Four of Wands, yeah, that's harmony. Beautiful. Beautiful. No anxiety. Go within. Let down your walls. Nurture your safety and security. I got this. I am safe. Let go of your insecurity, okay? And you might have something to say. Again, all that blue is thoughts, it's communication. Just for me coughing like that. Boom. All right, let's get some messages of love. So again, more messages of release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. All right, so we really don't need to figure it out. We just need to go, okay, I release myself of this. Boom, there it is. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Okay. It's about having courage and knowing that this is part of your journey. This is good, but trusting your intuition is a big, big, big sign here. Let's get what's the vibe. Oop, just one? Yep. Apology, arrogant, rash actions, and being insincere. That might be the little glitch that I see with the relationship thing. So again, apology is going to be offered, or you may be offering an apology. Have courage to do that. Maybe be the first one. Maybe you got a little tiff going on. It happens. It's all about growth, though. Don't feel like it's all over, Again, release, let go. Don't give up, though. Okay? Interesting. This popped out. Closing message for you, Pisces, is communication. Again, they've been really making me focus on the blue. And blue is throat chakra. Blue can also, as an air element, air is represented, blue is represented by air. It's the way that we think we think of things, okay? But communication is key. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. So again, communicate. Even if it's having the courage to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I reacted that way. It's part of your growth. That could be for some of you, but this looks really good. Again, big, big, big call to expansion and trusting your intuition. That inner voice that says, you got this, let's do this. It's pretty cool. So happy birthday, Pisces. That is going to do it for your Midweek Reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your freaking weekend, Fridays at 10 a.m. for the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You want to know how your birthday weekend's going to go? So check that out. All right, Pisces, have a great weekend. Happy birthday. I love you all, and I will see you soon.